Welcome to Real Judaism with Rabbi Ari Klapper. Unfiltered wisdom for Jewish life.
Okay, we're continuing here talking about the shlomei hadas. The shlomei hadas are the people who want to do their avodas Hashem fully with all their heart. Ki rak hashleimus hu hadavar haroi sheyichmid mehem v'lo luzazeh. If I know my purpose in this world here is to serve Hashem, so then that's what I'm going to 100% put my whole self into. And anything less than 100% is not good enough. Now, a person has to be careful with this, obviously. Sometimes a person who looks like really there's some kind of underlying mental health issue. Sometimes it could be OCD, sometimes it could be other things. So a person has to certainly be careful with their health and has to be careful and understand that there's certain types. I'm not saying every person, chas v'sholom, every person who looks like they were super serious about their avodas Hashem has a mental health issue. I am not saying that. Yeah? What I am saying is that really the test for these things are in a person's heart. That's where it is. A person who grows up in a frum home and they're taught to keep the mitzvos, and they're taught even with islavus, even with a fire to keep their mitzvahs, a person doesn't reach a certain level of das to really understand what that means until he gets older. Only in the younger years you get used to it, and you can also, it can be easier and you can be excited about it, but real understanding about what you're doing and why you're doing it doesn't come until your mind develops. So therefore, a shlomei hadas, the person we're talking about over here, is a person who his das is shalom. I mean, it's not just that he has he got used to it doing this, is his habits to act in this way. He actually understands, he knows what he's doing. It's not because he has anxiety or a nervous twitch or OCD, and that's not the reason why he's doing it. He's doing it because he knows that this is the right thing to do. He feels it in his heart and he knows it in his mind. That's why he's doing it. And he wants to go 100% because he realizes that that's really the purpose in life. Why shouldn't I put all myself into it? Why shouldn't I do that? I had one of my rebbeim, when he was a bocher, so he decided he wanted to go to medical school. So he went to college and he was going pre-med, go to medical school. And he was also a very serious bocher, also was learning. And he came to the conclusion that, I don't know enough Torah yet. I don't know enough to be the person I'm supposed to be. Why am I going to medical school? So he decided to quit. And he's been learning in Kollel ever since. I'm guessing it's probably in the realm of 35 years. Is a person who comes to understanding that, wait a second, I only have one life. Let me make the most of it. The major difference between that and any goy who says the same thing is that a goy said, when he says it, he's saying, I have one life. Let me make the most out of it. Party, right? I have one goof. I've got one chance with this goof. Let's give it every single pleasure under the sun. Let's go. Now, the problem is, a lot of times, there's a technical issue that's called money. Gosh. It's a problem. But if there was no technical issue called money, which there are some people out there that don't have that issue, so then the world is your oyster. Go do whatever you want. Whereas the other person who has the complete understanding, wait, I only have one life, and God put me here to do what I need to do. I'm all in. Just as much as that guy runs after every pleasure that he has in his life, this person runs after his purpose in life. That's what it means, a shlomei hadas. So to him, doing anything less than 100% is not good enough. Just like the guy who's running after Gashmias, if there's something I didn't get, then I need to get it. Like it says about Rebbe Elazar bar Dardai before he did Shuvah, that there was one Zoyna out there, one that he didn't get to. I got to do it. I got to get there. I had this desire. You can flip that around. That same desire can be used for avodas Hashem. I'm going to finish with this now. I saw an amazing, I think it was Zoyar. I saw it quoted in the sefer that I'm reading now I think it's called Sefer Bris by Reb Dov Stark. He quotes this amazing Zohar. The Zohar says that there was a tzad to be mavatel the Yetzer Hara for znus, meaning for any desire at all for a woman, except when it's a mitzvah, except when it's with your wife, when the mitzvah, except for then, let's be mavatel the whole thing. Let's be mavatel. There was a tzad to say that, and Rebbe Yehuda, the Tana Rebbe Yehuda, said, no, you can't do that. Why? I'm going to save so many people from chait. There's so much. So Rebbe Yehuda said, no, you can't do that. You know why? Because you need that desire. You need that desire for Torah. You need that desire. That's the same desire that a person has, the natural desire that a man has for a woman. He can use that same desire for Torah. And that's why you can't be mavatal it. You can't get rid of it. We need to keep it. We can see the same desire, the same drive that a person has to get all the pleasures out there in the world can be flipped and said, I'm using that same exact drive to fulfill my purpose in this world. There's no greater feeling in the world than knowing I fulfilled my purpose. I came here into this world for a job and I did it. I did that job. It's an amazing thing. That's an amazing feeling. Whereas a person who doesn't feel that way, I came to this world and I just wasted my time over here. I had a purpose. God gave me a purpose and I just didn't do it. I missed out. By the time their life ends, they turn around like, what did I do? How could I have done those things? And now it's too late. Well, how am I supposed to make this up now? So now's the time to do it. So that's here. That's the shlomei hadas. That they have 100% clarity. This is what I have to do. Anything less is not good enough. Again, the person has to be careful. They have to know themselves and do it with guidance. But this is a tremendous level. We shall be zoytes.
Thank you for joining Real Judaism, where we explore Torah's wisdom for real life. Created by J Foundations and produced by Eli Podcast Productions. Find more episodes at realjudaism.org and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.